You thought ditching checked bags would save you time, money, and a headache, right? Welcome to 2025, where carry-on luggage is treated like contraband. You booked the basic fare. You packed like a minimalist pro. You showed up early, feeling smug and ready. And then, at the gate, you watch a yellow tag get slapped on your approved size carry-on like it's being exiled to cargo. That whole take control of your travel idea? Yeah, turns out it was just a nice little illusion. But here's what no one tells you, that chaos at the gate, it's not random. It's not bad luck. It's a system built to catch you off guard. And if you don't know how it works, it's going to work against you. In this video, we're breaking down the new carry-on crisis of 2025 and how to outsmart it. No extra fees, no elbowing through crowds like one of the gate lice, and definitely no sacrificing your meds, laptop, or go-to travel snacks. By the end, you'll know how to pack like a pro, board without panic, and actually enjoy your flight, with your personal item right where it belongs, under the seat in front of you. Let's start with the real reason carry-ons have become the most stressful part of flying, and what you can do to avoid it before you even leave your house. The first trap most travelers fall into, thinking their carry-on is included. That cute little suitcase you bought to dodge checked bag fees? With some budget airlines like Spirit or Frontier, it might actually cost more than checking a bag. And the worst part? They don't exactly advertise it up front. You see a cheap fare, feel like you scored a deal, and then get hit with a $60 convenience fee for your carry-on at check-in. So that great deal? Yeah, not so great anymore. Even after paying the fee, your bag might still get gate checked, without warning. Just as you reach the gate, ready to board, you hear, "There's no more room in the overhead bins. You'll need to check your bag." So yeah, you paid extra to bring it on, and it still ends up in the cargo hold. And this isn't just a small inconvenience. When your bag gets gate checked, you lose access to anything important you packed inside. Meds, laptop, documents, headphones, all headed downstairs, out of reach. So what do passengers do? They hover. They crowd the boarding area. They become what flight crews call gate lice, a jittery swarm that lingers around the gate long before their group is called, just to fight for overhead space. It's chaotic, it's awkward, and it makes boarding even slower for everyone else. But what if you didn't need the overhead bin at all? That's where things start to shift, and that's what we're looking at next. Here's what frequent flyers are quietly doing in 2025. Ditching the carry-on and showing up with just one solid personal item. I know, it sounds impossible. How are you supposed to fit everything into that little bag under the seat? But that one decision can change your entire trip. First, you don't have to worry about surprise fees. Even the stingiest budget airlines still let you bring one personal item for free. If it fits under the seat, it flies with you. No questions, no charges. Second, you stay in control. That bag never leaves your side. No unexpected gate check. No tossing it into the belly of the plane. Your meds? With you. Your laptop? Safe. Snacks, chargers, passport, hoodie, all exactly where you left them. Third, and this one's huge, you get to board like a normal human. No hovering around the gate, pretending to stretch. No elbowing your way in, just to claim overhead space. You can board last, stroll to your seat, slide your bag under, and relax. And here's something airlines never put on the signs, but it matters. There's no weight limit for personal items in the US. Nobody's weighing your underseat bag. If it fits the size and doesn't look outrageous, you're in the clear. Now, if you're flying with budget airlines in Southeast Asia, that's a bit different. Some agents do weigh personal items at the gate. It really depends on the day and how strict they're feeling. But if your bag isn't bulky or obviously overstuffed, you'll usually be fine. So no, this isn't just about packing light. It's about packing smart. And of course, the big question is, how do you actually fit everything you need into one small bag? That's where the packing trick I swear by comes in next. I used to be a fold and pray kind of packer. Stack it, smash it, sit on the bag if needed. Hope the zipper holds. Then I found out about the Ranger roll, straight from the military. And no joke, it cut my packing volume in half. Here's how it works. Lay your shirt flat, Fold a small lip at the bottom to create a pocket, smooth everything out, then roll it up tight like a burrito. The last step, tuck that roll into the pocket you made. Boom, it locks itself in place. No unrolling, no wrinkles, no wasted space. It's like turning every piece of clothing into a perfectly sealed travel capsule. I used this for a 5-day trip to New York. Layers, weird weather, backup outfit in case I spilled coffee on myself, which I did. Still fit everything into one personal item. No carry-on, no checked bag, just a backpack, packed like a special ops mission. The best part? Rolling this way actually made packing kind of fun, like Tetris, but your reward is clean clothes instead of a high score. But don't stop there. Once you've rolled everything, there's a way to make it even better, more compact, more efficient, and just a little bit magical. That's what we're diving into next. Once you've got your Ranger rolls ready, it's time to level up. Enter the compression cube. At first glance, it looks like any packing cube, but the second zipper is where the magic happens. You load it up with your perfectly rolled clothes, zip it closed like normal, then pull the second zipper all the way around. That extra layer squeezes out the air, flattens everything, and just like that, your pile of bulky clothes becomes a dense little brick. No vacuum needed, no weird gadgets, just a zipper with superpowers. This thing saved my winter trip to Chicago. I had to pack jeans, thermal layers, a hoodie, stuff that normally eats space for breakfast. But with the compression cube, it all fit under the seat. No checked bag, no fighting for overhead bin space, just a single backpack and a smug sense of victory. It works best with thicker items, sweaters, sweatpants, fleece. The kind of stuff that normally feels like it's paying rent inside your bag. And when you combine compression cubes with Ranger rolls, you're not just packing light, you're packing like a magician. But even the best packed cube needs a home. And that's where most people mess up, by picking the wrong bag. Time to fix that. This is where a lot of people blow it. They do everything right. Roll their clothes, use compression cubes, plan their outfits, and then stuff it all into a tiny crossbody or a flimsy tote that barely fits a laptop. And all that smart packing ends up doing almost nothing. Here's the thing. When airlines say personal item, they don't mean it has to be small. They mean it has to fit under the seat. That's it. So don't shortchange yourself. Look up your airline's size limit for personal items, usually buried in the baggage section on their site. Then pick a bag that pushes those limits. Not over, not wildly under, just right to the edge. My go-to? A structured backpack or a mini travel bag like the Nomad Lane Bento. It opens flat like a suitcase, has compartments for tech, chargers, even shoes, and it still slides perfectly under the seat in front of me. The result? No need for an overhead bin, no baggage fees, no drama at the gate. And when you combine the right-sized bag with compression cubes and Ranger rolls, you'll pack more into a single underseat bag than most people manage in a full carry-on. And best of all, you'll walk past the gate lice like you've cracked the travel code, because honestly, you kinda have. Once you try this setup, smart roll, compression cube, one perfectly sized personal item, you won't want to go back. You breeze through the airport. No dragging a suitcase behind you, no clunky wheels hitting your ankles, no panicked gate announcements about last-minute bag checks. Your bag stays with you, under your seat, in your space. No wrestling for overhead bin real estate, no wondering if your stuff made it onto the plane. Everything essential, right within reach. And then something unexpected happens. You feel free. No more "what if I need this" overpacking spiral. No more hauling stuff you don't even use. You pack with intention. You travel lighter, physically and mentally. And before you even realize it, the whole experience feels calmer, cleaner, more you. This isn't about being minimalist for the sake of it. It's about moving through the world without carrying extra weight, literally and emotionally. But even if your bag's perfect, how you place it mid-flight matters more than you think. You already know the rule. Personal items have to stay under the seat during takeoff and landing. That's non-negotiable. But once you're in the air, you've got some room to play. Here's what frequent flyers do. They nudge the bag back a few inches. Not into the aisle, not under anyone else's seat. Just enough to free up space for their feet. It sounds small, but on a 3-hour flight, or worse, a red-eye, it makes a real difference. Your knees aren't locked. Your legs can shift. You can stretch out without bumping the seat in front of you every 5 minutes. I started doing this on my regular LA to NYC route. It's a 5-hour flight, and before I figured this out, I'd land feeling like my legs had been in timeout. Now, I actually walk off the plane without limping to baggage claim. No fancy gear, no special seat required. Just a simple shift, and somehow, economy starts to feel a little less like punishment. And speaking of discomfort, there's one tiny habit mid-flight that could quietly destroy your laptop and cost you hundreds. You've done everything right. Bag packed like a pro. Seats comfy. Snacks? Check. Playlist? Downloaded. You settle in, open your laptop, maybe knock out a few emails, or start yet another rewatch of The Office. Then midway through the flight, your eyes start to blur. You decide to take a break. So you close your laptop and slide it into that slim little pocket on the back of the seat in front of you. Sounds harmless, right? Except that pocket? It's a death trap for laptops. It's not padded. It's not secure. And the moment the person in front of you reclines their seat, that slim pocket becomes a screen-smashing, hinge-snapping torture device. Plenty of passengers have learned this the hard way. One woman on TikTok showed her laptop shattered after someone reclined just once. The worst part? The outer case didn't even crack. It was all internal, silent, expensive. And if that doesn't get you, the germs might. That seat pocket? It's where dirty tissues, snack crumbs, and mystery goo go to retire. Not where you want your $1,000 MacBook chilling for 3 hours. The better move? Slide your laptop back into the padded sleeve in your personal item. Yes, even if it's just for a short break. It takes 5 seconds and could save you a repair bill and a whole lot of regret. Let your laptop rest safe. It's done enough already. You're in the TSA line. It's crawling. And no, it's not always because someone forgot to take off their belt. Sometimes the delay starts with what people bring, or more accurately, what they shouldn't. Every single day, travelers get flagged for items they didn't even realize were a problem. A too big lotion bottle, a travel knife they forgot was in their bag, a portable charger packed in the wrong spot. And just like that, the line slows to a crawl while someone stands there, hands up going, "Wait, I didn't know." Let's clear this up. Liquids and gels, still capped at 3.4 ounces each. Still need to fit in a single quart-size clear bag. And yes, TSA will confiscate your fancy hand cream if it's too big, even if it's brand new. I've seen it happen to people with tears in their eyes and $40 moisturizer in their hands. Sharp objects? Doesn't matter how small. That fruit-peeling knife? Not allowed. Tiny scissors? Depends. Razor blades? Only if they're the cartridge kind. Loose blades? Nope. If it's sharp and you wouldn't hand it to a kindergartner, maybe don't bring it. Power banks and lithium batteries? Only in carry-on. Never checked. And yes, they do stop flights when people mess this up. Those batteries can overheat, catch fire, and if it happens mid-air in the cargo hold, that's not a risk anyone wants. And believe it or not, people still try to bring fireworks or camp stoves with gas. I wish I were joking. Want to avoid the mess? Do 2 things. Check the TSA banned items list before you pack. And if there's anything you're unsure about, just ask. You can message TSA directly on X at AskTSA. They actually respond, and usually pretty fast. A little prep means you don't get pulled aside, you don't get your stuff trashed, and best of all, you're not the reason the guy behind you misses his flight. Let's keep things moving, for everyone's sake. Flying with just a personal item might sound limiting at first, but once you've done it right, you realize it's not about bringing less. It's about choosing better. You're not stuck gate-checking at the last second. You're not paying hidden fees that quietly double the cost of your flight. And you're definitely not dragging a bulky suitcase down the aisle while everyone's already seated. Instead, you've got just what you need, packed with intention, right by your side. The whole trip feels lighter, physically, mentally, and honestly, emotionally too. So whether you're heading off for a quick weekend or squeezing in one last trip before your PTO resets, don't underestimate what smart packing can do. Use your space wisely, learn the rules, and give yourself permission to move through the airport without carrying extra stress. And if something in this video helped shift how you think about carry-on travel, if it made you rethink that second bag or laugh a little at the chaos we've all lived through, take a second to like the video. Share it with someone who always packs just in case and ends up needing none of it. And if you've ever had your carry-on pulled last minute or have a TSA story that still haunts you, tell me about it in the comments. I read every single one. I've got more coming, too, like what not to pack in your personal item if you want to avoid getting flagged at security. Trust me, TSA does not play. So I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully not behind someone repacking their entire suitcase at the scanner.